Well, I'm sure, teachers burn out after so many years of teaching, or maybe they just can't handle it, and they maybe don't know what to do, and they can use somebody to, maybe they're too stressed and they're too stressed, and maybe they can't handle their students, and it just causes them to not want to go to their job, or just be anywhere near a school at all. So it makes them feel like their job is sickening almost, I would imagine.
Through burnout, that can happen very quickly if you get involved in too much at one time, and especially during your first year when you're still learning about the kids and how to handle everything, you can get burnt out pretty easily.
I really believe, because they don't know how to deal with students. First of all, you got to really love students to teach them. And I think if you really enjoy teaching, you won't get burned out. And I've been teaching for 25 years, and I could teach another 21 if I lived that long. But, I love students, I like teaching, and I'm not burned out.
Keep it fresh. Teacher burnout. Sometimes when you work with kids, like in Camden, inner city, you get burned out, you get frustrated. So you gotta work with your friends and get some help, support too. It's when you just let the stress get you. You let the kids, for me, I have to just make sure I don't let the kids frustrate me.
Mm-hmm.
And if I see like a lot of learning not going on, and I start feeling that negativity, I have to come in with some new lesson plans, keep it fresh, keep it moving.
Well, I definitely believe in teacher burnout because I've seen it happen. We have a culture right here where if a teacher is a good, strong teacher, that they tend to put more and more responsibility on them, and sometimes that gets to be too much, and it shows in the classroom sometimes that they just can't do all that extra stuff on top of all their teaching responsibilities. Recently, because we have our SIG grant, we've had more and more responsibilities put on a lot of teachers, and I've seen a lot more of them getting burnout.
You've got teachers working in these challenging environments. You've got a lot of changes going on in the future of teaching and teachers, with different evaluation things coming up with the Danielson model versus whatever we were doing before, versus the number of observations you get, versus the changing in lesson plans. I mean, there's a lot of things going on, a lot of different demands, competing demands going on at the same time.
Teacher burnout is essentially when teachers starting to feel the frustration of putting their best effort forward and not getting the results. I think that I can help prevent teacher burnout by showing that even if we don't see the immediate result, there is still a positive result. It may not be immediate, it may be further down the line, 6 months, a year, or maybe even 5 years. So once they start looking at a long-range, big picture, knowing that all their efforts are essential, that burnout actually lessens because they get a better feeling of satisfaction. Burnout sometimes comes from the feeling of pointlessness, worthlessness. So if they know that there is going to be a benefit by and by, I think that helps to ensure that their frustration will be limited.
Teacher burnout is when you feel like you're just doing and doing and doing, and maybe you're not getting back as much, I guess, as you feel like you're giving. So you feel that maybe why should I give quite as much, and it's not a good place to be. You have to figure out how to get yourself out of that stage, but it definitely exists.
You became really burned out when you don't understand the culture of the students, or you don't understand really all the cultural background why they have, or all the social problems that we are here in the city.
When they kind of give up, and no matter what they do, they feel they're not making a difference, and they have to stay in that position because of financial reasons. They're not ready to retire yet, so they have to keep working until they meet that retirement date. Mm-hmm. And they tend to not give as much effort as a younger person would, or when they weren't burnt out.
First, on the low morale of the school, there seems to be trust issues when there is overturn of administration year after year, new programs being implemented, and then once they start working, they are not given the needed time to take off. Okay. So continuing to do that over and over burns some teachers out and discourages them from fully participating 100%.
Is the stress that accrues with the job. It's often a result of hyperactivity by teachers, especially new teachers or non-seasoned teachers who think that they can change the world overnight or change an institution overnight when it's not going to be done that way, especially not an institution as entrenched in tradition.